All right, hello and welcome to the Intern Watts podcast. This is episode 1. I have my intern Adam here. You can say hi.
Hey guys.
And let's get started. Go to topic number 1.
Topic number 1, catch and release fishermen are gay.
Yep, catch and release fishermen are gay. I was thinking about this the other day. If you're going to go fishing, why would you put it back into the wild? Just eat it. What the fuck are you doing? No, I did not want... Did I say screen share? Did I say screen share? I don't want to see your other notes too. This is my thoughts on hunting. If you're gonna hunt, just kill the fucking animal and eat it. I don't hunt. What was my other note there? The coolest thing to hunt would be animals in Africa. Now, again, I've never hunted. However, imagine how badass it felt like in the 50s to just bring home a tiger on your back and put it up in your house. That would have been sick. Not condoning the activities. However, there's a lot worse shit going on in the world than putting a carp back into a lake. Am I right about that?
True.
And then, so you kill a deer. So you kill a duck. Those things die every day, and they're not cool. They do taste good, though. I've been seeing some people do catch and release, and I'm just like, why the fuck are you even going out there? The whole point is to go out there for sustenance. Who the fuck do you think you are, saving the fucking world by putting a goddamn fish back in the lake? Like, oh, wow, oh my God. You saved the fucking universe because you put a bass back in the lake. Congratulations. It irritates me. And I also want to stop pretending hunting endangered animals isn't cool. Now, you shouldn't do it now, but it is cool. If I was to hunt, that's what I would want to kill. I'm sorry. Next topic. Yeah, why don't you say it?
You just have to go to New York City during 9/11.
Okay. I thought that would be kind of a funny thing. You know how people are like, oh yeah, you just have to go to Vermont when the colors are changing? Or like, you just have to go to Lake Como in the summer? You just have to go to New York during 9/11. It's life-changing.
Like bodybuilding.
Settle down. You speak when spoken to. Settle down. All right? You settled down? I mean, 9/11 not great. Do you think 9/11 was good?
Overall, not chill.
Not chill. 9/11 was not chill. However, I was thinking about like holidays specific to New York, and that came up. So yeah, it's like, oh, you just have to go to New York during 9/11. It's a totally different atmosphere. It's the best place to be during 9/11. All right, next topic.
Conquering fears is not important.
Yes. Oh my God. Conquering fears is not important at all. I was thinking about this when I walked across the bridge. I have a fear of heights. And people are always like, oh, you have to conquer your fears. You have to. Do I really have to? For the rest of my life, if I don't want to be in high places, I can easily avoid high places. I didn't need to walk across the bridge. It scared the shit out of me, but like I didn't need to conquer that fear. Now, stupid fears. Like fear of public speaking. But like that's an actual practical skill. Like you need to like conquer that fear. Otherwise, you'll get nowhere in life. Why does somebody need to conquer their fear of spiders? There's no purpose to conquering your fear of spiders. Oh, like I need to get a fucking pet tarantula now because I'm scared of spiders. They're still gonna bite you. They're still gonna exist. It's like, oh yeah, you need to be more comfortable around a black widow. That makes no sense. I have a deathly fear of bees. Me conquering my fear of bees is not going to stop a fucking wasp from attacking me. I have a fear of heights. Me skydiving, like, oh yeah, that's a practical skill I need in life. I don't fucking need to do that. Like, that's not something I need to do. It's not something like, oh yeah, you commonly find yourself in a situation where you're launched out of a plane. Maybe if I'm on like the fucking Amazing Race, that is something I have thought about because I want to go on the Amazing Race one day. What if I have to bungee jump off a cliff? Like in that situation, but that's such a rare situation, I would have to conquer the fear of heights. Luckily, the Amazing Race has gone woke and they don't allow white boys like me on the show anymore. So I think I'll be fine. When they do bring on white boys, you've got to have like cancer now, which I'll pass on. Or like you have to like lose a limb in battle. At this point, I don't think that's very realistic. But like, yeah, most fears, you don't need to conquer them. Claustrophobia. Unless you're getting kidnapped or something. But like, I don't get kidnapped very frequently. I've never gotten kidnapped. Have you ever gotten kidnapped?
Not that I can remember.
Okay. Conquer your fears. Why? I'll never be like, oh shit, dude, I got a fucking free solo El Capitan. No. So like, I'm not going to conquer my fear of heights. Next topic. First of all, Intern Adam, you missed a topic. You missed topic number 2. It's okay. I'll move past it. I was at the laundromat, and this cute little like 5'4" Guatemalan man was trying to crack jokes with me, and he was smiling, he was giggling, he was having the time of his life, and I couldn't understand a word of what he was saying. And I was like, dude, I just want to show you the joy that you're showing me right now, but I can't. I'm sorry. And it breaks my heart. And I say like cute little, you know what I'm talking about? Like those cute little like Hispanic men. It's honestly kind of adorable. They all go to like a construction site, and they have like their big backpacks, and they have like a packed lunch from their wife, and they're all like 5'2", and they all kind of like huddle around in a group. By the way, I was a mover for summer. Those guys can put like 500 pounds on their back and move it with ease. They are just like somehow just packed with muscle. They love to eat, so they're just always like these chonk boys. I want to, I want to have a mutual understanding with them, saying something in broken English, giggling, and he was like, right? And I was like, yeah. I was honestly kind of devastated because I wanted to hear what his joke was the entire time, but I couldn't. So just made me sad. Maybe I should, I wish I could speak Spanish better. That might help me. Or other languages too. Actually, I was at the bar the other day. There were a bunch of Irish people there, and they were kind of same shit. Like I can't understand a fucking word they're saying, but I always speak in an Irish accent, or like a British accent if they're British, or Scottish accent. I just like belligerently say like "bosh" in their faces and yell at them in their native, it's not a tongue because it's the same language as ours, whatever. All right, next topic.
Circle up to foreign delegate pussy.
Yeah, okay. I was walking by the United Nations building. There were like a lot of smoke shows from like every different country in the world there. And I'm not single, but if I was, I feel like I would just set up shop right there and just hang out. Maybe like the daughter of the Colombian consulate just pulls up, and you're like, hey, like you can like pretend to be like a media member or something and talk to them. And I was just like, wow, this is really just like global pussy right here. That's pretty cool that the United Nations can bring all that pussy in one place. It's summer in New York City again. When winter comes, you just kind of forget how attractive people are here. Like girls and guys. Obviously, I don't swing both ways. Actually, I wouldn't even say obviously. I mean, that's I'm sure a lot of people will be like, no, he's gay. But, the girls here, unbelievable. I am a New York City too. I went to Chicago, coolest guy in the world. Sexiest man alive. Chicago's sexiest man alive right here. New York, it's a whole different ball game. And also, too, LA, Miami, that feels just, like, unattainable. Because, like, you got to have a table. You got to go to a club. You got to, like, have money to be in these sections with these girls. New York, they're just crawling around everywhere. Hot girls in New York, that's honestly, like, a sketchy situation to be in. Because you are just, like, in the pack with everybody else. If I had, like, a hot daughter, I wouldn't want her to live in New York. Because that would scare the shit out of me. All right, let's go to our first slideshow. Hottest things a girl can wear in public by Nick Watts. So like when I tell you to do something, do it. So did I tell you to change the slide yet?
No.
Okay. Change the slide, Adam. Number 5. Whatever these things are. When those puppies are ever so delicately placed in such a precarious situation, it drives me fucking nuts. They never wear bras in these, which I like. I appreciate that. Do you like that, Adam?
I'm a fan.
Adam's a fan too. I feel like I put this lower down in the list because I don't really know what they are, but they should be higher. I feel like they're really slept on. This was like a mix of my opinion, but also just with like what the general public thinks too. I like think these are like hot on the streets right now. Like I don't think that this is like it's well known. Like it's not a topic of conversation just yet. Change the slide, Adam. So 4, sundress. This one feels too high to me. Now the sundress, I feel like that gets a little bit more credit than it's due. I love a sundress. It's number 4 on the list. However, I think it starts to go lower down the list. When the wind starts blowing and you get a little peek, top notch. You can't beat that. I think sundresses have been a reason for why all of us are alive today. Men used to come back from war and see a sundress. That's why we're here doing this thing right now. That's why you're listening right now. Change the slide. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. Thick black sunglasses. This is my sleeper pick because thick black sunglasses can make an ugly girl look hot. It gives them kind of that like cunty look, but like a hot cunty look. I'm a big fan of the thick black sunglasses. It makes a hot girl even hotter and an ugly girl hot. I think it's really a proven fix to a lot of girls' looks. First of all women are beautiful, right, Adam?
I concur.
No matter what shape, size, race, creed, gender. Well, I guess not gender. But a thick pair of black sunglasses will always at least give off the illusion that you're more attractive than you are. And that goes the same for guys, honestly. When guys put on sunglasses, I think they look hotter too. Next slide, Adam. Biker shorts. If camel toe is accidental, even hotter. If it's intentional, she's for the streets. So I feel like biker shorts, very, very hot. Occasionally, you get camel toe. Now, the reason why I said if accidental, even hotter, is because then it's like they weren't trying to go for that look. Life happens. See, I've seen a couple TikToks where girls have intentionally filmed themselves with camel toes, posted it, knowing they have camel toes. That is okay there. You want people to see what you got going on down there. And I don't know if that's my vibe per se. But hey, if it accidentally scrunches up, that's just the Lord's work right there. And then biker shorts, they look obviously great for the ass. I think there's a touch of class that traditional spandex has been missing. What do you think, Adam?
If it's on purpose, I have to say this is like an aversion. This is seeing a blue-red toxic yellow frog in public and being like, okay, I gotta stay away from that.
Yeah, that's a great metaphor. By the way, in front of me right now is an all-female meeting for the Barstool brand It Girl. And on my screen, it says biker shorts. If incidental, camel toe, hotter. If not, incidental. For the streets. Drum roll, please. Give me a drum roll. I can't really hear that. Change the slide. Ribbed tank top with no bra. Also a shirt with no bra. That is your number one, folks. That is the hottest look for a woman. That little nip peeking out. I mean, it's more glorious than Sunday morning. When you have that boob shape that doesn't doesn't sag, but it swoops, and you're doing this, top notch right there. Big, small, tight, saggy, every boob shape, fantastic in these. Now, just a regular shirt with no bra, also fantastic. But I did have to single out ribbed tank top with no bra. There is such thing as too big of a boob, especially when your ass isn't big enough. If you don't have a big enough ass, then it's not even. You can't go one way without having the other. I guess what I'm trying to say?
Are you familiar with the AirPod theorem?
No.
Just that you become an AirPod when it's not proportional.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
I've been working on this thesis for a little while, but it's in development.
Yeah, we don't want AirPods. We would want 2 AirPods, I guess. Oh! I know what I missed. Oh. I think I might be dying. Linen pants, where you can kind of see their thong. I like that. I meant to put it on this list, but I forgot. And I probably would have swapped that out with the sunglasses. But I think the sunglasses are a nice touch there. Because, face is important too. Next topic. Intern Adam Performance Review Week 1 by Nick Watts. All right, let's get started. Next slide. That was good listening, but I didn't love what you did there. All right, wasn't our best start. Slide number 1. You can't really defend this very much, right? The first one was the worst, which I didn't find until later. That was hidden in a carousel. The second one was Facetuned. And the third one has a heavy dose of filters on it. And I think we've grown from it. He knows now that the only pictures a man is allowed to take and post on Instagram are pictures with your buddies, with your arm around your buddy's shoulder, with a beer in your hand. If it's not that, then it has to be a picture with your girlfriend. Adam, thoughts?
Yeah, I got a pretty descriptive diagram, and I've been taking notes. So I'm really ready to make a comeback with this next Instagram post to do Instagram right for the first time.
Yeah.
My entire life.
I'm excited to see what it'll look like. And we're not going to use filters, and
Right.
we're not doing mirror selfies, right? We're definitely not going to be mewing. No more mewing. Mewing is not allowed unless it is for work. There's no personal mewing allowed. Unless it's on company time, mewing is not allowed. Let's get to the next slide. But we turned our negatives into positives. Adam did a great job this week on TikTok. He started mewing for TikTok, and he went viral in the middle one. He's got a great face for mewing. Let's take a look at some of these. How it feels to beat the GPS every single time you drive somewhere. That was good. How it feels to have an ice cold beer after yet another ice cold beer. Solid. And I'm really liking your animations in here. You're doing the smile really nicely, and you got a good face for it. Aww. I actually saw a guy who was pretty ugly who was doing this once he took off the face filter.
I think this is the same guy who stole your tweet, actually. So
Yeah, so this guy stole my tweet and mewed, which, for those of you who are new here, Adam has exclusive mewing rights to my Twitter account. If you steal one of my tweets and mew off of it, I'm calling a lawyer. Adam's the only one who's allowed to mew for me. And then the third one, how it feels to leave the house for the sole purpose of drinking and gambling for the rest of the day. That was your tweet, right?
That was a modification to my tweet. I added a little sprinkle in there.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair game. No beef there. But you did well. We turned our negatives into our positives. Got a bit too excited about Twitter. Adam has started to tweet more. I'm a little bit afraid that he's going for quantity over quality. He went viral on Twitter as well. And so I think, that kind of got to his head. He tweeted one video, one picture that were both like 4 days old as memes and tried to get in on the discourse. And I was like, you can't do that. It's got to be day of, right then and there. First one, $2 patio margs on the company card. We don't have a company card. He certainly doesn't have a company card. I did actually save that graphic though. I feel like I'm getting hammered by Caitlin Clark. I muted the terms Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese on my Twitter. And then the other one, also a week old. This has to be rookie hazing. Nice, Adam. Solid. Yeah, one retweet, one reply. Good job. Put up the numbies. We're going to have to fine-tune the Twitter game a little bit. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I just gotta dial it back. Blew my metaphorical Twitter load too soon, and now I just, I think I'm hot shit. Obviously, one hate comment from you, and I think one repost from also you just to make fun of me was the only thing that these were hitting.
Yes, I did make fun of you, but that doesn't mean stop shit. When I tweeted out that meme of Iguodala calling over Wiggins, I'm just like, hey, let's get in a chat. Let's get in a room. Let's talk about it. And we're going to fine-tune the game. I just keep shooting, right? Deion Waiters type shit. But he did have a good tweet. How it feels to leave the house for the sole purpose of drinking all day. That was good. And I like that one. Overall, it's a good start, I think. Or you finished off strong, I should say. Rough start, finished off strong, which is good. Any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it's been, a busy week with, a lot of the actual most ridiculous comments I've seen about myself on the internet.
Yeah, he got called gay a lot.
Getting called, part of the pro-Hamas fraternity. Well, I don't know.
A lot of Fs were thrown at Adam. And
in June.
In June, nonetheless, yeah. You haven't been called gay for at least a few days.
Compared to, that, I'm levels above where I was at.
Yeah.
72 hours ago.
Oh, no. One of my mutuals did say that you sucked yesterday, but he didn't call you gay. So, got to think of the positives there. Maybe we'll call it the Interns Podcast. No, I'm not going to give you that. I'm not going to give you that yet.
Don't, because look, I got a tweet and I thought I was the coolest guy ever. If you give me a co-host spot, you're...
Yeah, no. Yeah, you're firm producer right now. So, that was the Intern Watts Podcast. Thank you guys for listening. Peace. You can say goodbye.
Bye, guys.